Welcome back to our Maine homestead and part 3 of building a pole greenhouse. So part 1 was kind of an overview of the building process to that point. There, we'll put a link here. Part 2 was installing the barrel stove that I built to heat the greenhouse with. So we'll put a link somewhere here as well. And then there's also a video where I built the barrel stove if you're interested in that. Today I'm going to be getting the wood ready for the plastic. So the peak of the roof has a sharp point, of course. I'm going to smooth that off. There are some overhangs on the rafters where the rafters meet these outside girts right here. Anywhere basically where plastic is going to touch wood or potentially touch wood, I'm going to sand it down. This is rough cut lumber, so it's not smooth to start with. So we're going to try to make it smoother so that we limit, or maybe eliminate, but hopefully limit the tears, the areas that are potential for tears. I'm going to be using my chainsaw. It's a battery powered chainsaw. This thing is great around the homestead. It's roughing out the edges, trying to round over places. Then I'm going to come back with an angle grinder and a flap disc, which is basically just a sanding disc. And I'm going to go back over all these areas down the rafter links where I need to, just kind of check them all and get ready for the plastic. So I'm up on top of our side-by-side. It's a Kawasaki Mule. I use it a ton for a ladder, really scaffolding. So much easier to use this. You've got a stable base, room to move around, room to put tools and leave them, and you can move it to wherever you need it, especially doing something like this. So it comes in super handy. The only drawback with using this is I haven't been able to put up the side girts, which connects the front to the middle post, or the back to the middle post. So the only thing kind of holding it together are the rafters, but there are plenty of them and it's solid. Once I get done with everything I need to get done using my portable scaffolding, then I'm going to come back and put the side girts on, obviously, before I put plastic over on the ends. But that'll add a lot more stability, but even right now it's pretty sturdy. A battery powered angle grinder, but I do have a generator, a small one, so I'm going to get the generator hooked up, then I'm going to start sanding these edges. This is some of what I did with the chainsaw, just kind of rounding it off, not really as necessary to go this far, I don't think, but anyway, just smoothing all this out so that the plastic can lay right here, be attached here, and then hang down in the front. the next step in getting the greenhouse ready to put the plastic on is installing wiggle wire channel. So this is the channel, and this is wiggle wire that fits in the channel. I'll show you how I'll use this to attach the plastic to the building when we get to that point. But right now, it's just a matter of putting this channel up all along the outer girts, and then all along the tops of the end rafters. And then the plastic will be attached here and hang down, and will be attached here and hang down. And of course, these are roll-up sides. If I have enough channel, I'm also going to attach it on the side girts once I get those up, which will fit right into this area going side. That's the end of the building, but it will be attached there as well. So it'll come down from the top, attach here, and then hang down, because these are actually roll-up sides on this front half of the building on each end. So I'm going to use these 3/4 inch self-tapping screws to attach the channel to the girt. I'm going to place it basically in the center of this girt all the way down. One of your main goals when getting ready to put the plastic on is to try to eliminate any areas that could snag and tear the plastic. So when you're putting up the wiggle wire channel, you want to be sure to try to make the joints where each piece fits together as smooth as possible. So try to get them to line up as evenly as you can. Got the wiggle wire channel attached to the outer front girt, the outer back girt, and then on the tops of each of the two end rafters. That's where the plastic will be attached. Just got to trim off some areas where it's excess, and then I'm gonna get the angle grinder and the flat disc and smooth off any potential snag areas. Then it's ready for the plastic. I got the end girts up and went ahead and attached the rest of the wiggle wire channel. And I framed in the metal around where the stovepipe exits the wall. And now it's time to build a door. So I've just built a basic door out of 2x4s. Every other door that I've built for the buildings here on the property, I've faced with 1x8 siding, the same siding I used on the sheep barn, every other building. This one is going to be faced with plastic, so not near as much strength there. The 1x8s really help hold everything together. So I'll show you the bracing on the inside. So I toe-nailed all the 2x4s together where they meet, and then I put just simple corner bracing. These are 1x4s that I just braced all 4 corners with, and that gives it makes it super stable. And then here in the center, I just used a small piece, scraps of 1x4, and just helped to add a little more stability to the center 2x4. That's basically it. I'm going to flip it back over and cover it with plastic. So I've got a piece of greenhouse plastic laid out over the outside of the door. I'm going to use actually this drip tape. This is old drip tape that I got from an Amish friend of mine. They use it as irrigation out in their fields. But it's great as a batting to kind of give the plastic a little extra strength so it doesn't tear where you staple it to wood. But anyway, you can see that this plastic is overlapping quite a bit. When you install greenhouse plastic, and you'll see when I put the plastic on the greenhouse, that I'm gonna, if I can, if I have enough, if you have excess, leave a little extra, because not on this side, because I'm gonna take this and attach this down. But on the other side, when you pull it, you want to be able to grab this and pull it tight, because you want this plastic to be as tight as you can get it without tearing. It won't tear unless it's already damaged in some way. But anyway, that's the idea of leaving a little excess. Then I'll come back and trim it later. Once I get it flat-ish on one side, then I simply lay my batting down and plastic's attached. I'm gonna leave it long everywhere except on the hinge side, because obviously I need access to that. I'm going to use these 6-inch heavy-duty strap hinges. I'm going to go ahead and use 3 just to be sure it's on there well, and then it'll be ready to hang. I decided to put the hinges on the inside because I want the door to open inward. Several reasons, but mainly snow buildup, and I can get in it without being blocked, hopefully. But now I'll just screw it in. I've got it in place. We'll see how well it works. Had to move a little dirt to get it to open to the inside. I knew I would. I had a low spot in front of the door, so I just moved dirt from here to there. This is a 4 foot wide by almost 7 foot tall door. So should give me plenty of clearance to move wheelbarrow, tiller potentially, hauling manure, dirt, plants, a garden cart, any of those things. I should have plenty of room to get in and out with. Now that's done, I'm going to frame in the right side of it and along the top just to make it kind of airtight, secure, and then the door's done. So instead of framing on top and beside the door, I framed a little bit in front of where it will actually close. Since it opens inside, that will give me kind of a secure seal all the way around when it's closed.